Shawty, she a freak, 10-10 freak. She don't want to speak, she want beat to the beat. I'm the voice of the street, plus a freak in the sheet. She want me for her tea, I got me for your meat. I am mad. Shawty in that man when
Oh, good.
Really?
Like, I love it.
I'm
there.
so excited. I wanted to even go after the pod.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it depends on when we're done.
Oh, closes.
Same.
Oh, it's Monday.
10,
Close
yeah,
at 10.
10 p.m.
Oh, yeah,
But it's
fair.
bank holiday.
So might show, but
might shut
it's
down
so
earlier.
nice. They're all so nice there.
Okay.
Like for me, like I haven't been back to the gym in a minute, so like it's nice. Like I can ease myself in. Like there's an upstairs and a downstairs.
Okay.
But like the upstairs has enough weights where you can just stay up there because
Yeah.
I don't want to be with the heavies.
Yeah.
Just yet.
I get
You know what I
you.
mean?
I
Just
hear it
yet.
because that's what I feel like. My work gym has no Smith machine, and I've got horrible balance.
Oh yeah.
Balance.
So when it comes putting that bar on your back and you have to squat, the balance,
Balance.
No, I get you.
dangerous.
I obviously I paid and everything. So, but like FlyFit, that you can use your card. How do I get in? Or do I just show them?
Oh, there's an app. So if you like,
need an app.
yeah, it's called there's an app. Like
need to download that app
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
And then you go in and you just show your barcode, and then you can
works.
just go in. But it's so
Okay.
nice. Like they're just so nice there. Like I love that gym.
This one, this app, PC.
No, the one below.
the
Glow Fox. Yeah, yeah.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, I'll show you how you just like
Yeah.
set up like your name, like with the same email. It's grand.
Perfect.
You just go in. But they're so nice.
I'm so excited to start. Like,
Ooh, maybe
definitely
see you
tomorrow.
there.
Oh yeah,
We're
New
all
Year's.
gym babes. Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
most definitely.
Jay,
But can
the
I tell you
excitement in
something?
my voice.
I told myself I'm not posting on anything. I'm not posting
About gym?
I'm not posting gym selfies. I'm not posting anything like that.
Oh,
This time.
see, sometimes I do to keep myself accountable.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, I need
Yeah.
to keep myself accountable in private.
What gym are you in?
What?
What gym are you in?
My work one is right across the road.
Ooh,
I
see,
paid
that's what you need.
€17 for 4 months.
That's so good. How much are we paying, Ray?
49.
A month.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So-
Yeah.
And also
49 a
with-
month.
Also with the PT as well. But I want to really tap in.
Yeah.
Do you get me? It's definitely gonna be
No,
worth
it is.
You know what? Every now and then, you maybe we should do a GCG gym session. I'll come
Yeah.
and pay for like a day.
It is.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
I think
I'll
it's
do
so
it.
good.
Let's do a weekend gym session.
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
That'd be really, really fun.
Yeah.
You were gonna say something before I interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't remember. It's okay, babe. Can't remember. It's gone.
Okay. Intro.
Oh my God. It's crazy that we're saying this in 2023. No, 2024.
2024.
Guys.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
well, 2023 was trifling, but we made it.
Yeah.
Well, it was great for the pod.
It was great for the pod.
It was
It was great for the
It
pod.
was great for the pod.
So, welcome back to GTG, baby.
You know the vibes.
Your weekly subscription to the gist.
Love it. I love
I
that
love
intro
saying that.
so much. It's such good vibes. You guys see the magazines? Props.
Oh, we have to give a shout out.
Yeah.
We actually have to give a shout out.
You want to hold one as well?
Yeah,
need to give a
I'll
shout
just
out.
listen.
We need to give a big shout out to Copulus Media.
Yeah.
Like, guys, they did this for us so quickly. They
Yeah.
were on job, on point. They actually did.
At the
when I
back?
Yeah, the back is on.
And like, when I went into him, actually, it was, first of all, I went in like 2 days before we actually needed it. Guys, don't be like me, because the man is booked and busy.
Yeah.
Very booked and busy. And this was even better than what, like, when I was leaving and I said what I wanted, we're like, oh, we're going to print it on this. And when I came in the next day, he was like, no, I think this is better. And I
Ooh.
was like, he just goes so above and beyond. He was
Yeah.
amazing. He does so much as well.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the weddings that have been going on in Ireland, he does the dance floors, he does the wedding
wow.
signages,
Oh, that's
he does
crazy.
like, apart from like the magazines and stuff, you can go in for like normal printing. You can
Okay.
go in and also do like
the shirts and
the
stuff,
shirts
like
and
prints.
stuff,
Okay,
and he
that's
does all
good.
that print
Yeah.
stuff.
We
They
should
do
get, like, a
so
GTG.
many
Oh,
uniforms.
yeah,
And you know what, guys? Before we start merch, we should probably get ourselves something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
plan something with him. So, guys, we're gonna drop their link below. Also, pop their Instagram page. Go check them out.
Yeah.
He is so amazing, so lovely. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Are you guys ready for Gist of the Week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Gist of the Week, a lot has happened.
Who?
So, the first Gist of the Week I want to talk about, because it's something that has weighed heavily on my chest.
I already know.
Why did Krishan slap Blueface's face onto her face? Why did you feel like
It
you
Take
actually
a
has
shot
to be
every
fake.
time
No,
Debbie
it
said
ha-
face.
That's what I was going to say.
It has to be fake.
I don't think it is.
It's not fake.
It's not fake.
It's real.
Dead ass, bro.
She showed like the tattoo artist doing it. It's
Um,
real.
Like they're just chaotic. Do you know what I
I
mean?
feel so sorry for the kid.
I think they're just doing it for views.
Yeah,
No,
there's
at
I
some
think
point-
she's mentally
Yeah.
unstable. I think she's just mentally not well.
that's, but like obviously she's not the first woman that's done it, right?
Yeah.
It's because she done it for someone that we know is, we can't really say, but doesn't look online that is good. He's good for her. Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
And then a lot of women have actually like been tattooing men's faces on their face. Like I don't
How
mind.
much-
She already
I don't-
tattooed his face on her neck, and then she got
Right.
it covered.
Covered up.
and then the teeth as well.
Oh god,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
I forgot
why,
about
yeah.
that.
Like I don't mind the cheeky bum cheek or the cheeky thigh, the ankle.
Of your babe's face.
Yeah.
Hardly.
Face.
No, but compared to having him on your face, do you get
So
me?
your babe's face on a different part of your body.
But like,
I'm agree on this one.
Yeah.
I 100%
I hear.
agree with you guys. But let's say, for example, they held a knife to your throat and they said you have to tattoo your man's face somewhere on your body.
Who's saying it?
Are you gonna be on the face? Is it gonna be in the face?
Yes, no,
Exactly. It's gonna be on like somewhere where like you can get away with or something like that. You get me?
no, it's crazy. If I was to do it, I'd do it on my scalp so my hair can grow out and cover it.
Exactly. Exactly. But obviously, like, I don't really think about. What do you guys think about getting like your partner or your loved ones tattooed on your body?
Yeah, I think it would work.
I
Again,
knew we would say.
I think it would be sweet. Do you know what I mean? Locked in for life.
Where would you tattoo your partner's name or your?
Like, do you know what I really like
Yeah.
on your
The
wedding ring? Do
I
you get
love
me?
that idea.
So
I love
do
that.
you have like
Yeah.
you can have like a
Tattoo
tattoo
of your
band,
mark.
but even like just on the inside, their
Yeah,
initials.
so
It's only
Beyonce
when we're
had-
locked in with
Yeah,
marriage.
Beyonce
Yeah.
had her wedding date on it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful.
I
because-
think that's cute.
Yeah.
Like I'm the only one here who has a tattoo.
No, I have one.
You have one. Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't have any tattoos. I don't think I'm a tattoo babe.
Yeah, I don't think it's tattoo baby either.
But I like let's say this forever bracelet.
And you're talking about getting your babe's face tattooed
no,
on
babe.
some part of your body.
Babe, I didn't say I was gonna tattoo a man's face on my body.
Okay,
I'm just saying
fair,
that
yeah.
If
if
you were
they
to
held
do
a
it.
knife to my throat, like death point, and like, Demi, you have to tattoo this man on your body. It's far away from my face.
Yeah.
But, like, I'll
Yeah,
never
it's far
get
away
man's-
anywhere visible.
Do you know Kim Kardashian? She always has that saying like, why would you put a bumper sticker on a Bentley?
Yeah, I was literally thinking that.
But she has a tattoo. She has a tattoo, but it's like
Oh, in her lip.
In her lip. But she put a bumper sticker on a Bentley.
But it's a tiny one by the bumper that you can't see.
Yeah, you can't see my one.
You
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't see my one.
I don't know.
But she wasn't the only one who tatted his face. on
Yeah,
her.
and I think another babe got his tattooed her bum.
She tatted his Blueface's face on her ass.
Yeah.
And she said, I'm gonna get his face tatted where he lays his head.
Which is so quick. Because so imagine you tattoo.
What is he doing?
Right. Someone said witchcraft is involved, and I kind of agree.
100%.
Because it's literally crazy. Like, imagine, right? First of all, you tattooed your man's face on your face. Calm, cool. Another babe
Same week.
tattooed
Same week.
Wait, where's
your same man that's on your face on her ass cheek.
where is the baby mums? Jaden.
I was just about to say, she only seems to be the one who hasn't,
sense.
who hasn't, I don't know, maybe she does have a tattoo of him. I don't know, I
Probably.
haven't read it or heard it, but she hasn't done anything as extreme.
Did you
Get a
see
BBL.
Did you see the Jason Lee show? Like
Yes.
with it was first with Krishan and Blueface, and then it was with Jaden and Blueface.
Yeah. Oh no, I haven't seen the one.
And
with
then it was Krishan on her own. But like Jaden was like basically they're literally on the interview and he's like, yeah, like I've just been doing my thing, and she just sort of is like, yeah, he's been doing his thing. Do you know what I mean?
I think
and then,
she's smart. She knows what she's doing.
what? Like
I think
he's
she's
not
no.
What's he doing?
No, I think when you're in that life that she's in, I think she knows the smartest thing for her is to just stick around and get as much money as she can from
Yeah.
him.
And
Like I know
no.
we wouldn't do that, but
How's she
I don't
getting
think
money from this?
she got a record deal.
From tattooing a man's
Yeah,
face on
but
her
is she
face?
making money? Like
Yeah.
a record deal doesn't like just mean that you're making money.
True.
Do you get me? And she's signed to like Blueface Records.
It's Blueface Records.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
gosh.
no,
I
I
didn't
don't
know
know if
that
it's
bit.
This is coming
Blueface
worse, like,
Records.
worse than
I didn't know that
worse
one.
than-
Yeah.
it's coming
I
worse-
don't know what
more
kind of
worse than the
spiritual
Illuminati.
bondage this is. That,
Given-
do you know that's exactly what it is?
But could
It's
you
like another
imagine?
cult?
That's fine. Like if that's the life that you want to live, that's what you want to do. Like
Yeah.
go off. Do you know what I mean? The part that I question is like the embarrassment
Right.
that you're getting, like that's being thrown at you,
Right.
left, right, and center,
Center.
by your man, your supposed man, his side things. Do you know what I mean? Like
Crazy.
everyone,
tired?
and then you just have to stand there and be like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's okay. Do you know what I mean? Like fair enough. Like do all in private.
Do you?
Do you know what I mean? If he's doing that behind, like in private, do you? You want to stay there?
They
That's
have
fine.
no shame. That's what the problem is.
Scary.
These, God made them and forgot to put shame in them. That's what happened.
Yeah.
He left that one out.
The
That's,
extent is crazy.
nah, could never be me.
Guys, can we... Anyways. Next gist of the week.
Hey.
The Grammys.
Yeah, the Grammys were last night.
Did you watch it?
Ooh, no, I didn't
I
watch
didn't watch
it.
it either. I've just been seeing stuff on the internet, but a lot
Yeah.
of like black people have been getting
Nominated.
We love
and
to
awards and
see.
stuff.
Victoria Monet, 7 nominees.
Crazy.
That's so good.
That is absolutely crazy. Do you know who won their, what is it? I think their second Grammy? Or was it her first Grammy? Miley Cyrus. She was singing on stage Flowers and she shouted out, she was like, I just won a Grammy. So it's like she's been in the industry for years.
Yeah.
So I'm not too sure if it's her first or her second, but she was like super excited for it. Halle Bailey was nominated off her only song.
Really?
She has never dropped an individual single, and the one single she drops gets nominated
so
for Best
amazing.
R&B Song of the
Which
Year.
is so amazing.
Crazy. The thing I don't seem to understand though is like, what's the time period for the Grammys? Because for the Best African Performance, Tyler won for Water, but she was in the same category as Unavailable, Davido, City Boys, Burna Boy, and then Araya Star Rush. Araya Star Rush came out November 2022. It's 2024.
Yeah.
Like,
But it was the Grammys for 2020. Oh, yeah.
it's just, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That doesn't.
That's,
Well, it might go from November to November. Do you know what I mean? Or the year before. Because if somebody released something in October, how are they going to get nominated? Do you know what I
When was
mean?
the last Grammys? Is it yearly?
Yeah.
it is
Okay.
yearly. Let me
Yeah.
see. Let me Google and see when the last Grammys was held.
Why wasn't she nominated last year?
So that's why I'm wondering. I was like,
Because she released it in November 2022.
Oh, so if it's in November to November, she wouldn't have made the cut for 2023 Grammys.
Okay,
She would have made the
okay.
cut for
2024.
2024.
Yeah.
Fair
Because
enough.
for me, it's like, I look at like, I know when I first heard that Tyler won, I was a bit kind of like, I was like, for Best Afro, I was like, Water did really, really well. But I was like, if you go onto YouTube right now and look at Water and you look at Rush has twice the amount of views as Water has.
But as like maybe as well, maybe it's not about release dates.
Yeah.
It could be about like the
impact.
The
That's
impact.
what you say.
Rush had a big impact though.
Yeah, but Water had
Yeah.
a viral impact.
Rush was viral on TikTok as well. Because when
Yeah.
I heard it, I think the first time I actually heard it was Happiness's page when she went on holiday one year. And then months, like I never really tuned into the song Too Tough. And then months later, I kept on seeing tons of people doing dance videos to it. And then one of the
To
girls
Rush?
off my show, to Rush.
Okay.
And then one of the girls from my show went viral on it. She got a million videos from dancing to Rush. So Rush was viral at one point as well.
Has Ira Star been on Jimmy Fallon?
I don't know.
Because I feel like
actually.
a little theory would be conspiracy theories are like usually Grammy or award winners they go on Jimmy Fallon. Usually if you're on Jimmy Fallon, wait, has Asha Kevin
Yep.
nominated for something?
Yeah, he was nominated.
Yeah, so I feel like everyone has been
I
nominated.
think
has been
Asha
on Jimmy
Kerr
Fallon.
was
Asha's
nominated. I
been
can't remember
put
what
on
it was,
to
but he was nominated for something I think this year. Yeah, yeah.
That's wild.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, okay, guys, this is the one that threw me off.
Yeah.
It's Killer Mike. Have you heard of him?
Killer Mike.
Have you heard of Killer Mike?
No.
Pin drop.
Guys,
Let me look it up.
he won. He won all the nominations for the best rap artist, best rap album, best rap song, best rap performance.
But
Killer
maybe
Mike.
Trying to find who he is. Oh, he's a.
I
okay.
know this man.
He's American rapper and activist. Michael, his name is Michael Santiago, rendered better known as his stage name Killer Mike. Is an American rapper and activist. He made his recording debut on Outkast's fourth album.
maybe it just hasn't hit like Ireland yet. Do you know what I
I
mean?
was like, but the Grammys are like the biggest awards. Like for someone to win it that we ain't never heard of.
Yeah.
Katie, have you heard of Killer Mike?
I'm literally trying to.
Nope. Katie hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did, and he
got
got arrested
Oh my
at the end of
gosh.
the night.
For
But
what?
apparently it's because he got into a physical altercation with security. I was like, y'all couldn't wait for tomorrow? Y'all could arrest him tomorrow?
Do you
I
think
just
you
won
would get
three
your
Grammys.
Grammys taken away from you?
Ooh.
I think he can.
No, because I looked it up. For you to win a Grammy, I looked it up because I was like, how do people get these things?
Killer Mike is
So, how do you win a Grammy? Entries are submitted by record companies as well as members of the Academy and are reviewed to determine eligibility and category placements. The voting members of the NARAS, through a series of ballots, select 5 nominees for each award and ultimately the winner. The voters cast the ballot only in their areas of expertise. And the NARAS is the National Academy of Recording Arts and Science.
Okay.
So I don't think they can resend it because people had to vote for you. You won for a reason. It's not like
I think he's
popularity
big in
vote.
America, maybe. And he's just
Yeah,
far away
and
from us.
Yeah, but I just
Yeah.
still just find it weird that it's like, because it's rap. Like,
Yeah.
how are you that big there? Win 3 Grammys.
We'll see. We'll see. By the end of the
We'll
year,
see,
we'll all
like,
know
most
Killer
of
You
Mike.
should
rappers-
come in if you know who Killer Mike is. Let us know, is it just us?
Most of the rappers nowadays are associated to crime.
That's very, very true.
So maybe some rappers who are really good, maybe they haven't been nominated. You guys can
Yeah.
disagree in the comments or agree. Let me know what you guys think. But maybe that's why they're not too nominated.
Yeah, that could be
That's
as
not too
well.
nominated. That's why they haven't been
Yeah.
nominated. I have a conspiracy theory actually.
Go for it.
Related to this topic. Basically, this guy on TikTok, I don't know his name, apologies. He was saying that like celebrities falling off, it's because they didn't do what Hollywood wanted them to do. So let's say, can you think of a celebrity that has fallen off? And like it's because maybe they didn't do something Hollywood wanted them to do.
I don't know about Hollywood, but I know like a lot of Disney Channel people fall off once they leave Disney Channel.
Yeah, that is scary, the way they fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that guy?
But that's because they're kids celebrities.
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, him.
He was a massive one. Raven Simone, like, she's not falling off, but she's like completely different.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Completely
Right.
different.
But like, I think that is actually a problem with like child celebrities.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The Olsen
Because
twins.
yeah, you're in a situation like at such a young age, like
They're
you're
forced to
a
grow up
public
too old,
eye.
yeah.
So yeah, you have to grow up too fast, like at such a young age. So when you then can start making decisions for yourself, you probably don't want the spotlight. Whereas a lot of people do it in reverse. Like they're young, they want to aspire to be a celebrity as such. And that's they chose to do that. Whereas kid celebrities don't really have that choice.
Yeah. I'm thinking, I'm
What do you
just
think about Britney Spears?
I don't know. Like that's
Yeah, but her situation was like I don't think it's because of Hollywood. However, the whole situation with her father and everything, I do feel like that. But she's still like coming back up. I guess like she does have
She
a song
is.
with someone. I don't know who the song was with.
I think she released the song or
She
something
released a song
recently.
with that guy from Black Eyed Peas.
Will
I Am?
Will I
Yeah.
Am. I haven't heard the song.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to think
That's
of other
that's
celebrities. But look, we don't even know them because they've fallen off. Did you get
Yeah.
me? That's the scary thing.
And like even going back into like what you were saying about rap, because like I was doing a lot of research into the whole young thug thing, and it's like I don't think he's getting out of jail, and it's like basically the attorney district of Atlanta is basically coming for him because he's a kingpin. She's basically saying he's a kingpin of the YSL gang, and she was saying that 80% of the crime in Atlanta, Georgia, goes back to gangs. So she's like, if she gets rid of the top head of the gang, then that's it. And they're using his lyrics in court against him. They're allowing some and they're not allowing some. There's only 2 states in America where the bill has been passed where you can't use lyrics against rappers. So it's like a lot of the rap music nowadays is
Gonna be censored.
gang affiliated and censored. So I think music is about to really change because
Yeah.
you could really be sat in court and be like, this
Yeah.
is what
It's
you've
gonna
been
get
saying.
But if like I don't see the fairness in that if you can use some lyrics against and then some lyrics is not. Do you know what I mean? But who else? There's another rapper,
the guy who sang Murder on My Mind.
where YNW Melly.
Yeah, that's him.
He but he spoke about how he murdered his friend,
yeah.
like in a rap.
And
But
she
that's
did
what
he
that's-
not go to jail for that though? He did.
Yeah, yeah.
His case, I think, is still ongoing.
Okay.
And then same with like Young Thug, they're picking out different things in his like rap songs where he might use the word boss.
Did you
And
see-
they're like, "Are you saying you're the boss of?"
Do you see them? The
Of a gang?
clip of them
That's-
playing lifestyle in the
It was
court?
so funny. He was
Too
just
funny.
sat there the
Imagine,
whole
like,
time
you're-
and he was like-
you imagine did you see that video?
No.
Let's say for example you're like you're in the police station, and they're playing like I don't know,
An episode of us incriminating ourselves. And we just sat there being like,
Kiki.
literally that video was so funny.
like,
Yeah.
it's absolutely crazy. And it's like another thing is like I was shocked to see that Gunna actually admitted the YSL is a gang.
Yeah.
Like he fully said it.
I
Like
still love Gunna.
it wasn't supposed to be shown. But they asked him, they were like, is YSL a recording label and a gang? And he said yes.
I think that's why people were mad at him.
And like even when this whole indictment came out, it was like something like they indicted 27 people and now it's left to 6 people. So a lot of them took plea deals. Some of them in their plea deals are allowed to plead the 5th. Gunna's allowed to plead the 5th. So he's most likely not going to be called back to be interviewed because he'll just sit there and say, I'm not saying anything. But there's certain people that part of their plea deal, they're not allowed to plead the 5th and they have to say the truth. And then with...
Then how is that the Fifth Amendment?
So some people aren't being given the 5th Amendment. It's the part of their plea deal. So it's if you sign this, you lose your right to the Fifth Amendment. Like, you have to, or else you're going to jail. So, like, I even noticed with, like, one of the guys recently, it was, like, YFN Lucci. They were, like, which is the opposing gang to YSL. And they were saying to him, okay, if you plead guilty to this RICO charge, and for, like, a RICO charge, they have to be able to...
Yeah, if you watch Power, you know what a
Rico.
you know what a RICO case is.
Exactly. So for those who don't know, there's like a list of stuff where they charge you for. So it's like mostly gang affiliated things. Like the RICO charges were kind of like brought in to kind of like get rid of the mafia. So things like armed robbery, like murder, all that kind of stuff. Anyways, so YFN Loki or Zulucci, whatever his name is, they've got him on 2 things, and he pleaded guilty, but he didn't plead guilty to murder. So they gave him this plea deal where it was like, we want to charge you for 16 years. You take this deal, well, you'll only have to do 10 years. But if you do 10 years, you only have to serve 1/3 of it. He's been in jail for 2 years already. So he only has 1 year left. But part of this deal as well is like, you can't be seen with anyone that's part of your recording label. You have to prove that you actually have a job. So they're giving out plea deals that they know rappers are going to break.
Yeah.
So that when they go back to prison, it's like, well, this was part of your plea deal. So now you're locked up.
I think the positives and negatives of music is like, because it like people are talking about their experiences like through music and stuff like that, but it does have what's that word, it influences a lot of young kids. Do you know what I mean?
Does. It
And
really
they believe
does.
that this is the right way to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
Whereas
it really does.
most people that are making music are trying to relieve themselves from their past or what they've had to been through, you know what I mean? But then you have kids that like don't come from like broken homes or like they've like, or just anything in general, like, and they're like, I want to be like this because my favorite rapper is like this. Do you know what I mean? So I understand why, to some aspect, people might want like they're like really going heavy in on rappers, but like I think from like an arts perspective, like we should be able to like speak about ourselves in any form of art. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't see expression. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't see artists being penalized when they're like doing like really vulgar or grotesque paintings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, why is music being targeted?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But you think of the likes of like Shakespeare and everything, that is like completely on death. And okay, maybe it's fiction, maybe it's not. You never know. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
You just, it's like theater, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever play you want because it's supposedly fiction. But so is music. Do you know what I mean? It's like, why can you just cross the line at music? You know what I mean?
I completely get it. This is why Gunna came out with this year. Listen, guy left jail to come out and do gospel music.
That is so funny. Imagine like you just went to court.
Literally, I think it was released in November.
You went to court and now you're like, okay, cool, I have to say blessings. Because what else? And then his happiness song as well. So
He came out and he was like, I'm not going
happiness.
back to jail, no more gang.
Literally.
Yeah.
But
Oh my God.
yeah, I'm really happy to be back with you guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
This feels so good. Obviously the episode, we had an episode with Chucky and Taser,
Okay.
which was really good.
Binge.
Like, I've been saying to Roz for the past few days, like, this has been my dream. Because imagine, like, you know, you watch someone for years and then you actually get them to have them on your pod. One of the reasons why, like, I wanted the podcast because I was watching these people. But yeah, how did you guys find it?
I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still just like, wow.
Oh, so you guys would have
Wow.
seen the pod because this would come after.
After it, yes.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it, go back watch it.
Go back.
Yeah.
Just pause this and go back.
Yeah.
Like this, leave a comment, subscribe, and then go back, watch that one. Also like it, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much.
No, I really enjoyed it. I just think it really set the standard of 2024. You know what I mean? Like, of like what we're about, what we want to do,
Yes.
like where we want to go, what directions and stuff like that. I really enjoyed it, and I've been away for a minute, so it was.
Have you?
Have I?
Has she been away? I didn't even notice.
What?
Did you?
We've been
Guys,
talking to her.
I've been here the whole time.
Literally, no way, but yeah. Literally.
No, it was just, I just couldn't believe it and just how nice they were. Like, they were
That's
just
good vibe.
really, really nice. Like, those guys literally hopped off a flight like an hour and a half before they sat on this couch. They didn't
Right.
have to do that.
Yeah.
So it's like just the fact that they wanted to.
Literally,
I'm just
they
like,
wanted to, yeah, they did.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
wow.
honestly,
Wow.
literally.
No.
It was really fun. I really enjoyed shooting that part.
It was a great, great, great start to the year. Like, I can't believe that's our first episode this year.
for
Yeah.
real.
100%.
Oh my God.
Um,
So what's been happening on the scene? Like, what we missed since our break? Like, what's been going on?
I don't think. What's been happening? What do you mean?
What have we done?
What do you mean?
Like there was a gala.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, the gala was good. I enjoyed the gala. I was doing the interview, so I got
Yes,
to like,
you were.
I got to like see people and their fits and talk to them and stuff like that. I love the confidence.
Shout out Five
I love
Palm
the black.
events.
Shout out 5 Palm events. I love the black excellence. All that
Yes.
stuff there. The vibes was good.
They executed it so well.
They did.
Because I don't really go out like that too tough. I got there and I was like, the venue was beautiful. Decoration was beautiful. The singing, the hosting, the DJing, the outfits.
Yeah.
There was no problems. Like, no, it was so good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was such a good
perfect.
time. I
Yeah.
had the fear the next day though.
Yeah, same.
Girl.
I had the fear.
Explain the fear, Ree, because
fear.
not many people know what the fear is.
Yeah.
Go ahead, explain the fear.
So the fear is when you go out, you have a great time, you know what I mean? You get a bit wavy or whatever, and then you wake up next morning being like, what just happened? What did I do? Like you just have that like pit in the bottom of your stomach, just being like,
Literally.
oh, was I doing too much? Did I
Yeah.
do that? Like was it like was my interpretation picked up correctly? You know what I mean?
Actually, no, like, sis,
I
Yeah.
had
I
no
hear
time
you.
for the fair to catch a flight the next day. And let me tell you, it was a very rocky journey.
it was very rocky.
It took me like 2 days to get over it. Bro.
Yeah.
Guys, I actually got the fears that you were saying from the R&B slow jams. I was yesterday, which was really good. But like, you know, when you think you're in your own world. I think people are just always in their own world.
Yeah.
So you're in your own world. You're doing your own thing. But sometimes you forget that there's other people there, and they exist, and they're human beings, and they chat. Right? So like obviously you're having the best time of your life, just enjoying yourself, being in the moment. Obviously R&B slow jams, I love R&B, I'm a lover girl, right? That's all I'm gonna say. I just kind of like forgot everyone else was there. I was just enjoying myself, and then waking up in the next morning feeling great. Then Roz was like, Demi,
So girl.
you did it, and I was like, did I? It's crazy because because the wave actually makes you forget things.
Yeah, girl, you were waved. You were waved.
was
I wasn't as waved because I was still recovering
Yeah.
from 5 pounds.
Oh, so you get. That's why I wasn't even there.
I wasn't as waved.
Well, you guys were in recovery.
But I think like I was like with the fear and with anything, I always just think to myself like the news only lasts for 7 days.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So in a week the fear will be gone. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully less than a week because I'll be living on the edge for
Bro.
7 days is crazy.
Bro.
But like the news only lasts for 7 days. So
Yeah.
you know what? People forgot about it. There'll be a next thing. Somebody else will
Another
have the
event next
fear.
weekend, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
We'll
So
talk about it.
he's like, you
Even
think
talking about like the slow jams, I was like, that was executed so well.
Yeah, it
like that was such a me event. Like when you guys are in the club shaking ass, I'm shouting lyrics and pouring my heart out.
Right.
And this was an event where you're supposed to shout the lyrics and pour your heart out.
Yeah.
I loved it so much.
Wait, Reed, do you like R&B? Are you
Yeah, I
R&B?
do. Yeah, I do.
Oh.
You would have enjoyed it.
I think I would have. I would have
Yeah.
been like
Next one.
Yeah, next one.
Yeah.
Next one.
So
Yeah.
they
You
gotta
should
come
definitely-
back.
I travel.
Yes.
Like,
I'm
Yeah.
down for that.
GTG trip. So GTG gym.
Yeah, GTG. drip.
GGD holiday.
Yeah.
Love that.
And we
Yeah.
could go in R&B slow because I would love to like experience it with just my girls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just my
New
girls,
environment.
literally in a new.
Bro.
Well, that's probably why you were in the like in your feelings. You got me because all the
Do you know
love
the-
music's
that's
on. You're
exactly-
just like
Right.
Literally,
right.
I was gonna
in my
say,
feelings.
What?
yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
it just shows that you're emotionally mature.
Right. She ate.
Emotionally
Yeah.
aware.
Yeah,
Yeah,
emotionally
yeah.
aware. Yeah.
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 Growth.
So look,
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
exactly.
Wait, in relation to that, right? Tweet of the day, guys. We have this
Okay.
thing. I
Okay.
look at tweets and I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna talk about this. Basically, the tweet basically said, I'm gonna look it up and read it. It goes, y'all ever threw up so bad it felt like you were changing into a werewolf?
Yeah.
For legal
No,
reasons,
yeah.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
I remember this one. I think it just happens when I mix. Like, because I like mixing, right? But obviously there's limits. I overmixed. And that's when and like, you don't even drink that much alcohol. You just mix. And then you're in the bathroom like, ugh.
Keep
You
your
know-
brown liquor's brown and your white liquor's white.
There's a saying. There's a saying. It's like beer before liquor
Okay.
makes you sicker. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
Liquor.
Oh.
Your
For me, when I
Ireland.
felt like that was food poisoning. My mama took me to somebody's house for Christmas and their food or their water did not settle well with me. I was vomiting the whole of Christmas Day.
Damn.
Yeah, and I cried for my mom. That's how bad it was. So I was like, damn.
Yeah, you ever like you'll be obviously throwing
What?
up and there's tears in your eyes.
I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah, it feels like you're
I
actually
thought I was
trying
gonna die. I thought I was
choke
gonna
your-
choke on my
I'd
mom at one
rather
point.
that. Like I've got such a strong stomach, so
Yeah.
they just say you're gonna suffer. Like it's gonna suffer. So I just sat there like after 5 p.m. I literally sat on the couch. Like I wasn't even comfortable on the couch. Like I was just sitting like this. You know what I mean?
You just
Guys,
sit down.
I wasn't even. The TV was on. Judge Judy was playing. I wasn't watching. I couldn't even change the remote, and I wasn't even looking at the TV. I was looking at the wall, just sitting there, just being like, that's what the fear does to you. No, I couldn't.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
No.
it's too funny. It's the Judge Judy.
That's how you know.
I could just picture it in my mind because I was like, I know your living room. I know your TV.
Actually,
I
that's
just,
funny.
yeah.
Rita
Nah.
is absolutely hilarious.
Nah, you're literally in this moment like, God, please, I will never do it again. Just take it.
Yeah, you're just
Like, God, I'm sorry.
I'm
Just
sorry,
I couldn't
ruined
even
this.
think of that. I was just like, I should have been in a straight jacket, just sitting there.
Oh my gosh.
So something else that happened this amazing January is somebody was on TV.
Oh yeah,
Who was on TV?
Princess
Williams.
Williams.
You know what? People DM you were like, Princess, why you say my government? I've said it here so many times. It's my government name.
Yeah, y'all ain't listening.
And I just wanted to be professional because when the police say, what's your name? I have to give them Princess. I can't give them Demi because they're going to look for it in the ID and it's not going to be there. It's going to be mixed up with Oluwa and Lade. Like, it's lost. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was good. It was a good experience. Like, it was fun. I actually genuinely, I think I mentioned, I think on Donga's pod, I actually went on genuinely looking, hoping they'd set me up with someone that I actually was really attracted to and we'd, fall in love and, be that couple. Because we started on social media, started on TV, so we might as well just continue on social media.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, well, okay, cool. It was last January, July, sorry. It was last July summer. And my friend actually was like, oh, Demi, do you want to do this thing? And I was like, yeah, I'll just do it for fun. You get me exposure and all that stuff there. And then, like, they did, like, they called me in for, like, an interview. So they asked me questions. That's where you saw me say, when people ask me, like, oh, your name is Prince, I tell them my dad owns a country, like a little island off Africa. And they interviewed me. That's where I took that day. Sorry, guys, long day. So, yes. And then, obviously, they called me in for the big thing. That's when I wore the dress and the makeup and everything. And
But you look so good.
You look so
Your
good.
teeth was so bright.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
your smile. I was like, wow.
Thank
Actually,
God.
one of my friends messaged me and actually was like, Demi's smile is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like partially that I was actually representing the Black community. So I feel like there was a certain way I had to present myself to the TV and stuff. So I'm so happy, they captured the makeup okay. Like I blended that day and stuff like that. And the date was fun. Like it was really fun. I kind of forgot the cameras were there at one point. Did you know, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but do you know they made him pay for the date?
They made him pay.
Not that they weren't like, oh my gosh, pay for the date. They were just like, they came up with the card machine. I thought they had that. But anyways, someone in the comments said she came with no bag because she knew she wasn't paying.
I saw that comment.
It was so funny.
I was just like, no, because like, okay, why are we lying? This is TV. Why am I gonna bring my purse and I'm not gonna I put my purse on the floor. I hate putting my bags on the floor. I wasn't
Yeah,
gonna
you
bring
do.
my purse.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the date was fun. I'm trying to remember anything else.
Demi, you have game.
Really?
She
Yeah,
does.
you do have game. Yeah.
She does. And that's all of us were saying it. That day when we were
Demi,
watching it, we were like,
you're
Demi.
just slick.
We're like, how? Like, you need to do like a masterclass on flirting.
I'm flirting.
Yeah.
This
Girl, you
flirting
got
gets you in
it.
trouble though sometimes. Gets you in trouble. You know what I mean? You wake up with the fears the next day with the flirting you do. I think when you have confidence and you know you're attractive, you can kind of get away with anything. Just try it.
Yeah.
See what you say? Because there was this I don't know. I like flirting now. Okay, I said it. I like flirting. Because like when the guy kind of likes you already, you're not gonna flirt with a guy that don't likes you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, obviously aftermath, some real tea. So during the day, obviously they were like, oh, are you gonna go on a second date with him? And I said yes. You know what I mean? Because it was vibes.
Yeah.
You get me? So obviously we did talk for a while, but then like obviously with distance and everything, didn't really work out and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram, but he has a babes. And yeah. Any questions? I'm done.
Cool.
No, but it was just really nice actually watching you do that. Because I was like, baby, you need to tap into TV more. You looked good on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Really?
I did get a lot of good feedback, which I really appreciate. Like
Yeah.
everyone was so lovely to me. So yeah, like I'll definitely tap in again. Everyone's like, do Love Island, but Love Island and sitting on a date on TV for like
Love
30
Island
years
doesn't
is
like putting
different.
people on Love Island that likes black girls.
Right.
That's not, like Dami and India were just a miracle that came out of it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of scared. I feel like as well, if I pass 25, I don't know if I want to go on Love Island, to be honest. And like, obviously, after that babe, what's her name? What's her name?
Kaz?
No, forgot her name. The South African babe.
South African.
Yeah, her name is Toxic T. Anyways, I don't remember.
Oh,
her name.
Tasha.
Tasha, yeah.
Talks with T's, Tasha.
Tasha, yeah. Basically, she said that there's
Is it
only
Tasha?
one bathroom.
Tanya,
Tanya.
sorry. There we go, Tanya. And
apologies.
she's from
She was
Zimbabwe.
in, yeah.
Yeah, she's from Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
Apologies. She said there's one bathroom, and I'm a clean freak. Like, I just and
My
like you're
show
sharing
had
it.
3 bathrooms.
Yeah, because your show is American. It's, you know what I mean. It's, you got what I'm saying. And
I won't say that.
yeah, that yeah.
won't say
We
that.
have to talk about you on the
Oh,
shade,
yeah.
bro. So there's a lot happening. Hey guys, if you like what you're listening to and what you're seeing, please comment, share, like, and subscribe. We really appreciate the love.
Yeah, so that was crazy. She was so funny. Like, when it dropped, I actually didn't see it. My best friend saw it like 3 days after it popped up. And I was at home and I was having a very, very horrible week. So I opened up my phone and I'm like, why is this man attacking me? Like, what I do? And I was like, so confused, because I was like, did you watch the show, or were you listening, or like, did you just decide to hop on the bandwagon of picking on the black girl?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what happened. So for context of what happened that episode, so the show I went on was a game show to win money. $1 million, people. We blacked out the first week and lost $250,000. So to black out, it means nobody is sat beside the right couple.
Right.
And even if you start to figure out couples as the week goes by, if you don't find a new couple, it's a blackout again. So you lose another $250K.
Yeah.
So this was, I think, like week 5. And these people chose the exact same couples that they had from week 4. And we had 1 out of 10 light beams.
Yeah.
Tell me that's not stupid. Like,
Right.
you have 1 light
little.
and 10 people
Right.
sit the exact same way. So, and at this point, I spent the whole week saying, people, if you're a couple, no one else is a couple. You a couple, no one else is a couple. We all have to switch.
Yeah.
So when the idiots went on stage and picked the exact same people, I was like, are you trying to lose the money? Like, at this point, it's like, because we have to win it collectively. It's
Yeah.
not I get to go home with money, because if I did, I would have minded my business. I would have let
Yeah.
them do whatever it is. But we all have to work together to win this money. So at that point, I was like, guys, the tunnel vision is real.
Yeah.
I didn't curse at anyone. So when he turned around, and no, even the guy who spoke back to me, I don't know why he opened his mouth, because he wasn't even in the house anymore. He was already in a perfect match. So he had no idea what was going on. Anyways, he was like, why are you complaining? We have one connection. I was like, that one connection I said was a connection last week. We've been known.
Yeah.
I said, no one else listened to anything I said. He said, oh, so why is no one listening to Roz? And that's why the other guy piped in and was like, it's because Roz is terrifying. And I was like, I'm terrifying? I literally had a conversation with that same guy hours earlier on that day, explaining how black women feel sometimes about not being listened to. Because he was saying that he didn't think that I could be his perfect match because I was a bit loud, a bit too strong. And I explained to him, I was like, the reason I am the way I am is because I don't have many people to rely on in my life.
Yeah.
So I just get things done. So
Yeah.
for me to have that conversation with you 5 hours before, and then for you to sit on a stage afterwards and then say I'm terrifying after I opened up to you hours before is crazy.
Yeah.
So then for when Marks came up and he was like, she was terrifying, I was like, me and this guy are making the same hand movements. Why is he not terrifying, and why is the black girl not classified as terrifying?
Yeah.
I'm so sick and tired of the stigma that black women have. Because later on in the episode, when we were all sat together, I'm speaking to one of the guys and I say, when I said things quietly, no one listened.
Yeah.
But the minute I raised my voice, now it's terrifying. But I've been saying the same thing for so many days. And it's like, why do we have to scream to be heard? Y'all just listen. Because at the end of it, when we won a week early because of this terrifying babe, I was no longer terrifying, I was now smart.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I hate the fact that people will use things that they don't agree with against you just because they're in the wrong. They don't want to admit they're in the wrong, or they're too blinded to admit that they're in the wrong. So
Yeah.
I was like, y'all just leave black women alone this 2024.
Yeah.
Just leave
For
us
real.
alone.
For real. Apparently there's been a thing online where like some people are not, they like black, like feminine luxury doesn't sit well with them. So obviously, like, you know, on social media now, you know, the black women with the cars and the bags and the hair and everything, living classily and quiet and peaceful. They're not, you know,
Doing too much.
doing too much online. that doesn't sit well with some people.
I was like, that doesn't sit well with people who can't do what they're doing. That's
Right.
a simple fact.
Yeah.
Or the fact that you probably just don't have anything good going on for you in your life. Because if you're hating on people, it's because you're miserable.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
people who have good things happening to them don't have time to hate on other people.
What's that quote? Like, anybody doing better than you doesn't have time to hate on you.
Right.
Yeah. 100%. You'd focus on yourself
Yeah.
and just be happy. Be happy this 2024. Choose happiness and peace.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired, bro.
Oh gosh. Even hearing that story again made me tired.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Because-
Imagine
Crazy.
having to live it, because I'm like, in
Wild.
that show, even just speaking of this reality shows, because I've noticed it a lot with like the recent season of like Love Island. Like, okay, number one, I don't like the recent season of Love Island, the OGs, because all these people have met each other at events for sure.
Yeah.
And it's like, it absolutely breaks my heart watching Kaz on this. And it's like, as someone who's been part of this, it's like, I sometimes don't actually blame the shows for putting people who aren't interested in black women on it, because sometimes they lie.
Yeah, they lie.
You're asked what you're into, what your type is. Are you willing to date outside your race? All this kind of stuff. And then you go on the show, and then, like, my perfect match said on day 3, I wouldn't marry anyone who isn't blonde with blue eyes.
Oh, lovely.
You know, you're going on a show that's global.
Crazy.
And it's like, black women are constantly having to sit there and listen through this. And then people come online and say, why are black women going on these shows? Why shouldn't we? Is
Yeah.
it because we're black, because we're black, we're not allowed to entertain or, like, take part in these things? Like, it's so unfair, and it's so sickening. I was like, can a black person create a dating show for black women?
That would be so lit.
A safe space.
I think something like, oh, never mind. I was gonna say the UK, but they have Love Line and they didn't do that too well. So it would be nice to have that.
Yeah, we could definitely. I think it's.
Should we do it?
Should we do it?
Yeah. We'll host.
Let's hope. Ree, you'd be a great host.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
think?
Maya
Yeah.
Jama. Maya
Maybe.
Jama.
Maybe.
Oh
maybe.
my God, Reza
Maya Jama.
Guys, you know, I'm trying to get out of the 9 to 5.
Literally.
I might give it a go.
Let's start it. We need a safe space for black women on television, because it's so disheartening to watch.
Literally.
And it breaks my heart every week. She sat there and she's like, there's no one coming in for me. And it's like, babe, there never will be. And it's like the fact that we know there never will be. And I'm like, that's just really sad, because she
Yeah.
deserves it. She's beautiful. And you hear, like, when Toby was sticking up for her, and it's like, you're calling out all these qualities, so why don't you like her, sir?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That's why one of the reasons why I wouldn't go on Love Island.
Yeah.
'Cause, like you're in an environment that you can't really control, and you also don't have your phone. And with human beings you never met before, you're gonna go mad.
Yeah.
You're gonna go crazy. But yeah. Quick question for you girls, right? If you're on a date with someone, and you guys are talking and stuff, and you have your non-negotiables in your head, he mentions one of your non-negotiables. Let's say, for example, he smokes cigarettes, right? But obviously you don't want to date someone that smokes cigarettes. Are you gonna stop? Are you gonna dead the date there and then?
It depends. Like. It depends, like, how firm you are on your non-negotiables. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're, like, I think it's really good to have a list of what you want, like, in a partner and stuff like that, because it sets a standard. But I also think it might diminish your, like, you have too much expectations, too high of expectations,
Yeah.
because if you believe that you are perfect, then find someone else who's perfect. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, if you accept reality and realize, okay, I have my own faults. Do you know what I mean? You have to accept others will do too. Do you know what I mean?
I guess
So yes, I feel like non-negotiables should be there, but there's different levels.
Yeah,
you know what I
there's
mean?
levels to it, yeah.
Like, for me, one of my non-negotiables would be high morals. You know what I mean? Like you're like a good person, genuine. If you're not that person, then it would never. Do you know what I mean?
Let's say, for example, you're in the current date. How would you be like, let's say you're talking like this, and he mentions, oh, I don't have high morals. That's never gonna happen. But you
Yeah.
get me? So would you be like, oh, I guess I don't want to continue this date? Or
No, like just.
Or would you just say, oh, like that's one of my non-negotiables, and yeah, I do think you're an amazing person, but I don't think we'd work out. Would you say that on the date?
I don't think I'd have to communicate that, to be honest. Like, it's that they're my negotiables.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell you what my
I
negotiables
think
are.
you should go into the backstory while you're asking that question.
The reason I'm asking that question is because I've recently been watching Dating on the Spectrum.
Okay.
Right, and obviously this is people who, I love the word who are neurodiverse.
Yeah.
And like obviously they're dating, they're finding love. First of all, it really brought me down to earth because like obviously I'm struggling to find love. So are they. Do
Yeah.
you get me? Like it really humbled me. Like in regards to like seeing that. Okay, cool. I might not have autism, right? But like, I don't even know my point. But I was just so like, it really opened my heart.
Yeah,
To understand
so-
like, obviously you have autism, like, and then you're also struggling to find love too, just like me.
Yeah.
Do you get me? It really just brought me down to earth. I hope that I communicated that properly. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is because they're going on dates, and obviously there's this one woman called Danny. Love her. I love Danny so much. You guys tap in. It's such an amazing show. Danny, right? She goes on dates, and she's like, I want to get with someone that's an animator and wants to start an animating business.
Oh, I saw
Right.
that.
And she's like, cool. And then also someone that lives close, so that's her non-negotiables. She goes on dates with this guy, amazing guy, lovely guy, financially stable, you know, just a great guy, someone that you can have a really good relationship with. And like, obviously he mentions he lives far away, and she's like, on the date, like right in front of him. Whereas, like, let's say for example, us, we'd be like, okay, you know, we would laugh
Maybe
it off
try
and
and
just,
make it
Yeah.
work.
we'd lessen it. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're so real and they're so themselves. That's also one thing I loved about the show. They're so authentic. Do you get me? And it's obviously we watch reality TV shows like Love Island, where these people are finding love, but sometimes it doesn't feel real. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel like I can relate to it, because I'm like a real lover girl. Like, I want to see these people fall in love and be genuine and like, you get me, see what's really happening. And Dating on the Spectrum was just one of the most authentic shows
was
I've
so
watched
beautiful.
in so long. Like, I almost shed a tear because they're just like me, man.
Yeah.
It was just, it was so sweet just seeing love so simple. Like, it's like, I know not everything is black and white, but to them it really is. It's either a yes or a no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not in between. And it then kind of like made me sit down and think, and it's like, why, like someone is telling you something they don't like or something you don't like. Why are you trying to compromise to what they want rather than sticking to what you want?
Yeah. Oh, I think with like being neurodivergent, and I don't want to speak out of turn or anything, it's
Of
like
course, yeah.
a lot of people who are neurodivergent, they need structure and they need to stay within their structure because it's what comforts them. You know what I mean? So I get it. Like, I get what you girls are saying. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's why they have to be so particular. Because
You're right.
they understand their boundaries for themselves. You know what I mean? And I think in some aspects we like any of us could take that on. You know what I mean? Like understanding
I
our
was
own
just gonna say,
boundaries.
we
That's
need
what I got
we need
from
to be
it.
like
That's literally what I got from
what
it.
you just said there. Let's say, for example, how you said that they need to take extra caution being in their structure. So do we, because let's say, for example, we date someone, we go out of that structure. What happens? We're crying for a week.
Yeah,
We're
but we
heartbroken.
don't. We have the capacity
Yeah, fair.
to counteract
Yeah.
like different
I'm
change.
talking from a place of privilege.
Yeah, like you know
Yeah.
what I mean. So it's like we let's say we get the bus at like 7:10 in the morning. The bus doesn't arrive till 7:15. For us, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like we'll just get on the bus. Whereas someone who is neurodivergent, those small things can be a big struggle. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
true.
And then there's other people who are neurodivergent and they'll get on the bus at 7:15. You know what I mean? There's no problems. But I think that's the main difference. It's
Yeah.
like it's everything in life has to be structured.
Yeah.
And it's like if it's not, it has a bigger effect than it would to us.
Yeah.
Whereas we have a choice to be like, okay, somebody breaks my non-negotiables, they break my boundaries. I can then sit there and be like, okay, that hurt me, but it won't affect me long
break
term. Yeah, it won't break me. That's
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference. But I think definitely having your boundaries, reaffirming your boundaries is also like important.
Right.
Being on your non-negotiables, but also just being empathetic that nobody is going to be perfect.
Yeah.
But if
Yes,
it's something that's
very
going to
true.
change you, like if that's something that you just cannot do, then yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Double down on it.
You're 100% right.
100%.
I like to bring up this thing. Shout out to KD, for real. He really opened my eyes today, guys.
Yeah.
He really opened my eyes. So basically what he did, right, guys, tap in. This is amazing. He put down 6 objects on this table right here. It happened literally before the pod. He put down 6 objects and he said, Demi, label these objects things you want in a man, right? So obviously the first one was attractiveness. I want to be attracted to you. Financial stability, of course. Then obviously Christian. Then I said loving, and then I said like a little bit taller than me. And then I also said one more. I said one loves to travel, right? Those are the 6 things I labeled it. Then he turns on and says, Demi, one of them has to go. I said, yeah, cool. What's first? Travel. Travel's a lot. Fair enough. You know what I mean? Put that way. We won't even get to travel enough if the kids are here. Do you know what I'm saying? Cool. He goes, Demi, another one has to go. I said, another one? Thank you. Right. What did I say? I said, I said loving because I said hopefully loving is in the package with being a good Christian, being a Christian and God fearing. Do you get me? Come, he said loving, take it away. He goes, then me another one. I said, are you joking? Are you really joking with me? So basically, guess, put in the comments what you guys thought I took away. Like pause it and put it in the comments. What do you guys think I took away? Obviously, I said there's attractiveness, God fearing, height. I think because I've taken 3 away. I took away traveling, loving. And
You definitely took out height. I know you dated short.
Yeah, I will take out height. Hey yo, like hey.
You don't discriminate to height. I give it to you.
Hey, yo, if you're that guy, you're that guy. You know what I'm
give it
saying?
to her. Yeah.
So cool. I took out height. So loving, height, and travels more are out of the way. The 3 left are attractiveness, financial stability, and God fearing. He said, then we have to take away 1 more.
Damn.
What? Come on. You get me? I'm just a girl. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, which one do you guys think?
Financial stability is staying because you don't do work. You don't do suffering. When money enter, love is sweeter. I hear it.
Yeah.
And you don't play about Jesus either.
No, I don't play with him.
Attractiveness is definitely it.
Attractiveness was gone. I took away attractiveness. So obviously, what was left was financial stability and obviously God fearing.
But I think like I hear why attractiveness is gone as well, because I feel like when you love someone, you will be attracted to them. Attractiveness will grow.
You can grow in it.
You know,
you can grow in
and
it.
then beauty is also in the
100%.
eye of the beholder. Like no one else needs to find your person attractive or beautiful.
That's
as long
very
as you
important.
do.
Beauty goes. That's like beauty goes.
True. Hairline's gonna start receding.
Yeah, well, materialistic
balding.
beauty.
Yeah.
Or vain beauty.
Exactly. We love a generous, financially stable man that can put a roof over our head.
Yes.
We love that.
We love it. But yeah, I was really surprised with myself that those are 2 things that like were left out of a, because I thought it was a bit too materialistic, not gonna lie.
Nah, I actually don't think
But,
you're materialistic though.
Yeah, fair enough. But that really opened my eyes, and he goes, okay, then we look for those 2 things first and pray extra hard for the other ones that you want. But,
Shout out
Katie. Definitely try that exercise.
That was
guys.
amazing. That was such a good
Such a good
exercise.
exercise. Like
I
definitely try it
absolutely
at
love
home.
that.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you guys real quick about like basically I was watching this TikTok with Charlie Mace on Hoyle Boys. And he was talking about basically that there's like lots of independent women working, women with better jobs than men and stuff like that.
Yes.
Women don't have problems submitting. It's just to who. Do you get me? So women who are highly independent don't have problems submitting to people. It's just to men. It just depends on the type of man. So what do you guys think? What would you say your guys' takes on that is?
I think women are naturally submissive. You know what I mean? I think, like when you're secure, comfortable, and feeling loved, it's really easy to just submit to your man. Do you know what I mean? Like you might not submit to every aspect, but like naturally you do. Like you know what I mean? Like right now, like my babes, like when I'm feeling like secure and stuff like that, like you know what? Do you want a drink? Do you know what I mean? No, like no. But like that's just obviously like a really small one. But it's just like I want to like, because like for me, like a man, like he needs to be your protector. Do you know what I mean? And he needs to look over you, like be your protector. So it's like if you can protect me, like I want to do my little bit for you. Do you get me? And that's how I see how to be submit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like he also mentioned a point that like, well, I want to ask you guys, why do you think women, like there's a lot of independent women now these days? I think he was on the podcast, I think he was trying to hint at the reason why women are so independent these days is because like there's not really men to submit to. It's kind of like a, what's that word? Consequence, but not a huge
imbalance.
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I think, because obviously I'd love, for a man to come and take care of me and I don't have to work and I can be very dependent. However, that's not how things are, so I have to go out and make money myself. Tier.
Yeah, I never think I'd be the stay-at-home wife and like never work. It's just not me. I'm too much of a busybody to just be at home all the time. I think I'd actually run mad. So it's like definitely. I think it's for me is to find someone who is willing to work with you, like who genuinely wants the best for you.
Yeah.
I think in this generation, people. I don't want to specifically say men because I think women as well.
Yeah.
But people are very, very selfish. Even selfish in the way they love people.
Yeah.
It's like you want to date someone. I feel like it's definitely like happened to me. It's a thing where it's like I feel like you want me around. You like having me around, but you don't want to treat me the way I deserve to be treated. And there's nothing stopping you. You just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Why? Why? And it's like, that forces me to be hyper independent because it's like I know I can't rely on you. So like, a lot of women are having to take themselves out of those situations for their own mental health because it's like if I stay there, I'm going to be broken because it's like, why am I in a half full relationship? Why am I being with someone who is only willing to give me half of what they can give me? And it's like, I know you can do it. It's just, what are your reasons not to do it? So like, it's forcing a lot of women to be like, well, I'm gonna have to earn this amount of money and take care of myself because I don't know if I'm gonna find a man who's gonna be able to do these things for me.
Hey, Jesus is enough.
You know? And it's like, okay, I have to buy this for myself because I don't know if I'll find a person who will do this for me. And then you then start seeing women who are getting their own cars, getting their own apartments, building a life of comfortability and security within themselves because they don't know if they're going to find
And
people
then
who are going to
hated
do
on.
these things.
Remember the cycle of the let's say black women in luxury and stuff. They're now hated on for having all these nice things. Like, you know, the thing that was trending on social media about, like, you know, women will let guys pay for all this stuff but then post up with the keys with the house. But like we had to do these things, or they had to do those things because like you can't really rely too tough on some guys, some men these days.
Yeah.
Scary.
I think, I feel like for me personally, I will always be independent. I think it's just learned behavior from young, you know what I mean? But I try every day to be more dependable on my partner and just in everyday aspects of life, you know what I mean? Because it's not good to be hyper independent either, do you know what I mean? Because you push people away naturally, you know what I mean? And then you release like masculine and femininity as well. So it's not good for your energy as a female. But I also think like being independent is never a bad thing. Like we fought, so much women in Ireland fought in the 50s for their independence. You know what I mean? Like right now there's a referendum that it's happening in March to like change the, I can't remember which amendment it is, but it's Article 41. Because it states it's more so talking about changing family, like changing how family is perceived in the, what's that word? What's in the book?
Household?
No, the book.
In the bill.
In the bill, yeah. Like basically, that's not the word I was looking for, but it will do. But in Article 41 it says like a woman like should stay at home. Like a woman's job is to stay at home. You know what I mean? Okay. And when you think about it like that, like we fought for so long to get out of the home. You know what I mean? It's like, I think there needs to be balance. For me, I just need balance. Like I want to be able to work. I want to be able to work. I want to be able to do everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I want to do it on my own terms. Do you get me?
Right.
Yeah. And I think that's the key change. It's like, yes, I want a partner. I want to be able to depend on someone. I want to grow with someone. Yeah. But I want to be able. I don't want to have to run myself into the ground to do it. Do you know what I mean? And I want that support. I want that partnership with someone. But yeah.
You know, you're 100% right. I literally, from what you were saying there, I gathered that, like, obviously, cool, you might have been heartbroken a couple times and realized you can't depend on a man, but don't let that be the only reason why you're chasing this life you want for yourself.
100%.
It should be because you want to do it for yourself. And that's what lots of feminine, even though that book that's like, oh, why men love bitches, like, they love bitches because they're doing all this for them. For the sole reason of their love for themselves, not because they've been heartbroken, not because of their past, not because of their traumas or whatnot. They're doing it because this is the best for them, not based on men.
Yeah, like I think like I've tapped into that hyper independency, and it's something that I'm currently working on getting out of. Because it's like, even before I moved to Dublin, I lived in an apartment for 4 years by myself. So it's like I've always been doing things by myself. So it's like if someone comes into the picture now, it's hard for me to give that trust because it's like I've had the trust broken so many times. So it's like, it's not that I don't want to trust, it's like it takes me longer to trust. So it's like the hyper independence thing is, it's a techie thing because it's like bounce off what you're saying. I'm not doing any of these things because I don't have a man. I'm doing it because I don't want to suffer. I have my car because my car gets me to A to B and it's good. It's great engine, all of this stuff. I have my apartment because it's pretty and I like living in a great house. So it's like I'm buying all these things because I want my life to be like this. So it's like definitely like I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I love this.
It was very nice.
So before we round up, I think we should close off maybe on this. So it's the beginning of 2024.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've been kikiing about this, that our New Year started in February.
Yeah. My New Year's hasn't started yet, to be honest.
Hey, I hear it.
You know?
I hear
I'm
it.
just living.
Like, even like, was it New Year's Eve while everyone was going to church and stuff, guys, I was dying of whatever it was that was going around. And I was like, I don't feel like I've started my New Year's. But then after this week that we had, getting this back on track, it feels like it's like New Year's for me at the moment. So I'm like, what do we want for ourselves this year?
Reed, do you want to go first?
Oh, what do I want this year?
Yes.
To get out of the 9 to 5.
Hear that?
Yes.
Stability, growth.
Yeah.
I want to get closer to God. And I just want to like actively be my best self. You know what I mean? Like personally, like for myself, for my family, for my friends, like for my strangers, even for my enemies. You know what I mean? Like that's like
This girl is good, man.
that's
Hey,
all I want
what
to do.
Reed said.
She had me
When it's
at
my turn.
enemies. I said, yo.
So, yeah, were you finished? Do you
No,
have
yeah,
one?
I was finished. I was
Is
finished.
it my turn? Is it my turn?
It's
Yeah.
your turn, it's your turn.
What Reed said. New Year Better Me, and everything Reed said in a nutshell. I'm plagiarizing that, taking it, and that's what. Can you write it down?
Yeah,
So I
I
can
will.
put it on my wall.
I might have to re-listen to the
pod.
the
So
pod.
pod,
Write it
okay,
down,
like
but I
for
will do it.
Pinterest.
Literally,
Yeah.
exactly what Reed said is what I
Yeah.
want. You go.
See, I like really what she said there about the enemies because
Guys,
it's
I don't know what I
like-
said. I don't know what I said.
Well, you said it, but you
Like,
ate with the
you
enemies
ate
because I'm
really-
petty. I'm so petty, and I need
Yeah.
to work on it.
I don't have any
Like,
enemies. I don't have any enemies. But if anyone thinks I'm an enemy, I want to be better.
See, I'm
Yeah.
trying.
Together.
I'm trying to be like that.
It's literally
Because
A,
I know there's a couple of people that who are in the way. That
Right now.
I'm trying to get to your place.
Nah, really,
Yeah.
but exactly, like I literally, you worded it so well because that's exactly what I want to do this year and for the rest of my life. Just a
Yeah.
better me, but better in all circumstances.
Yeah, and for me, it was like, that conversation that we have with Chucky. Like, it's something that I have to send him a message about it because it's just something that really, really resonated with me. And it's like, I want to get to a point that no matter when something horrible is throwing me off, to not let it consume me to the point where I'm not able to grow in other things because I'm being eaten alive by that. Because he told us a story about himself and how he got through it. And I was like, wow. Because, like, I've been talking to my best friend and I was like, I swear to God, I feel like I've been living with high functioning depression. Like, when bad, horrible things are happening to you and you don't acknowledge them in the time and you're trying to cover it, then all of a sudden you're breaking down weeks after it's happened because you haven't internalized
Because
it.
you've actually only started processing.
It. So it's one of those things where it's like, if something bad happens, I want to, in that moment, be like, okay, this is this. You have 24 hours to be sad about this. And then, depending on how deep it is.
Yeah.
Depending on how deep
I
it is.
said,
Hey,
Depending on how deep it is.
I agree to an extent.
Depending on how deep it is.
I agree. Sorry, go on, babe.
So give yourself time, and then once that time is up, start picking up the puzzles on working through it, and don't forget all the other things that you have going on for you because those things end up being a joy. Because it's like the podcast, and just this week, I literally woke up this morning being like, oh my God, like I feel like this is January 1. Like this is great. Like life has been amazing this week. The podcast is back. I closed some stuff at work that I got completed and I was like, relief, I can breathe. Now I'm like, okay, girl, let's start taking pictures. Like when are we doing this? When are we doing this? And it's like, I should have never stopped doing those things.
Yeah.
I should have carried on doing them things even though I was going through stuff.
But it's about balance, you know what I mean? Like I think 100%. You should put a time limit. Like you shouldn't what's that word? Like sleep with sadness. Do you know what I mean? Like you shouldn't like sit there and like just keep sleeping with it because if you keep sleeping, you're just gonna keep being sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also think you need to be at a point where you're strong enough to deal with any of the traumas that come into your life. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's all well and good being able to deal with every trauma that hits you right then and there. But if you're not mentally or physically ready to deal with it, then it's just gonna break you even more.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like it's about balance of not like sleeping or staying in that
Sadness,
moment,
yeah.
but realizing when you're ready to overcome that moment. You know?
I think what really helps me there is like, let's say the fears that I had, like acknowledging that, okay, I did this wrong. What am I going to do to make sure I don't do that again? And just taking full accountability, but also not allowing my mistakes to stop me in my other tracks. Do you get what I'm saying? Like because let's say, for example, I'd be so pissed off at myself if I let, let's say, something I've done stop me from doing something that's going to benefit me in the future. Even with guys, let's say, for example, if I'm going through, like, if I'm dating a guy and we end and it's a bad ending, I make sure that does not stop me because that's what's going to carry me through, the healing process and everything. Once I have
Yeah.
something to lean back on. I don't know if I told you guys, but I had my first boyfriend during my master's, and we obviously broke up and stuff like that. And obviously you guys know about what had happened. But thank God I didn't let that relationship stop me from graduating from my master's.
Yeah.
Because now, fair enough, I had a bad ex, right? But I still have this thing to lean on and be like, okay, at least I didn't ruin my life for this. You get me? But yeah, that's literally.
And also, if you're going through things where it's like not based on relationship and it's just like you're going through health things. Because I know someone recently opened up to me about things they're going through. And it's like, you know, sometimes just horrible things happen that you can't control. My favorite Bible verse, shout me out. Correct me, David, if I'm wrong, but I think it's
The same one.
2 Corinthians 5, verse 7, walk by faith, not by sight. Sometimes bad things happen now, but there's always a bigger blessing in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Is there anything we need to shout out?
No, I think that was the perfect ending.
Okay, perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for
Perfect.
tuning in. Shout out to these beautiful ladies. who
Shout
came in
out to
today.
Dana.
We're back.
We're
Gigi
back.
Shout out
back.
to Seda.
Seda. Thank you guys so much. Please subscribe to our new YouTube channel. Please, it just takes you 2 seconds. Please, God will bless you as you subscribe. As you're subscribing, God is going to subscribe to your life.
Amen.
Right? Tap in. Cool.
I love that.
No, but for real though, like, please like, share, comment. I said subscribe already. Please like, share, comment, and follow our ladies on their pages.
And follow Demi too.
Yes, follow me too.
Princess.
Lastly, and please tune in next week for your weekly subscription to the
To the
Gist.
Gist.
Woo, you know the vibes.
Love that.